Okay, we are back with more MSQ. Let's go. Trying to remember where I was supposed to be going. Oh yeah, we were going to our... I remember now. Manager of Suites. Let's go. An unwelcome guest. Begging your pardon, sir, but do you perchance intend to head outside? If so, I would strongly advise you not to stray too far from the Crystarium. Word has it, Yulmore has dispatched his military to Lakeland. Uh-oh. Given the timing, one can only assume they do not welcome the return of night. Even now, the Exarch is in Ocular, deliberating a response. Gilmore's not happy with the nighttime, huh? Hope everybody's doing well today. Okay.
You have come at a good time. As you may have heard, we have something of a quandary on our hands.
Oh.
Laxon Loft here in Lakeland. Yulmore has sent one of its airships. They have questions for us concerning the death of the Light Warden. Their emissary makes his way here even as we speak.
I suppose the sky does rather give the game away.
Indeed. 'Twas inevitable they would come knocking. The only question was how soon.
There's literally a knock at the door.
My lord, I am come with the Yulmoran emissary. May I show him in?
A moment, Captain, if you would.
Cool.
Everyone, gather round. I do not wish to show our hand prematurely. Forgive me this liberty. Vanish.
What? Whoa.
Enter. Well, well. The commander of the Yulmoran army himself. To what do I owe the honor, General Ranjit?
And we gotta stay quiet this whole time?
The Light Warden is dead, Exarch. Were your people responsible?
You are clearly in some haste, my lord. But before I address your question, you must allow me one of my own. What is Yulmore's interest in this?
His benevolence, Lord Vorthri, is gravely concerned that the actions of an ignorant few may jeopardize relations between man and Sin Eater. Should it transpire that the Crystarium is guilty of abetting the villains responsible for this outrage, my lord has decreed that it suffer the same retribution.
I see. Since you have been so candid, I too shall speak my mind. Regardless of who is responsible, the Crystarium rejoices in the Light Warden's death and welcomes the return of the night sky. If Yulmore considers this tantamount to aiding those you term villains, then by all means, carry out your retribution. Know, however, that even should every innocent soul in the Crystarium perish, nothing can stop that which has been set in motion.
Folly. The death of one or 1,000,000 Sin Eaters changes nothing. The world is dead, and writhe as we might, like maggots in its rotting course, it will not be reborn. Only by my master's grace may we live out our days in peace. But I waste my breath. You have made your stance clear. I shall relay your words to Lord Vorthri. In the meantime, you would do well to counsel any here who have done more than merely rejoice in recent events, to throw themselves upon Yulmore's mercy, promptly.
Ranjit's got all the earrings. He has like 4 earrings.
One last matter. We are searching for a young artist and his assistant. Know you of whom I speak?
An artist and his assistant, no. I cannot say I do.
What a pity. Should they reveal themselves to you, I bid you hand them over at once. My master is most eager to see them again.
Can he see us? Oh, he kind of seems like he knows we're there somehow.
Am I imagining things, or did he just stare straight at us?
I fear he did. The General is not a man to be trifled with. He is a warrior of fearsome repute who has led Yulmore's army since before Vorthri's time, when the nation still spearheaded the fight against the Sin Eaters. One does not command the world's mightiest army, and for so long, without possessing exceptional instincts.
If Yulmore chose to send such an individual, we must assume this talk of retribution is more than an idle threat. While we are grateful for your support, my lord, we cannot in good conscience put your people in harm's way.
'Tis noble of you to say, Master Alphino, but my people have been in harm's way since long before you arrived. Yulmore has ever yearned to rule over what remains of the world. Even should we surrender the Warrior of Darkness to them, they would find some other pretext upon which to invade. The people of the Crystarium know this only too well, which is why, when the time comes, I am certain they will fight to the last man. If truth be told, I would not have been surprised had Ranjit declared war here and now.
He may have reason to delay. According to reports, the Yulmoran forces at Laxan Loft were observed taking a prisoner.
Oh.
A young woman believed to be none other than the Oracle of Light.
Oh?
Minfilia. It may be that General Ranjit wishes to convey her to Yulmor before commencing hostilities.
How though? How should he even... What the...
Having mentored generations of Minfilias, it would not surprise me if he had made her capture his chief concern.
Having mentored generations of Minfilias? What? Wait, is this the Minfilia? I'm sorry, generations of Minfilias? Huh?
Ah, of course. How remiss of me. I had intended to speak to you of Minfilia. There is, however, much to say, and precious little time in which to say it. I think it best that you seek out Moren at the Cabinet of Curiosity. He'll be able to enlighten you. Alphino, Alize, would you care to accompany your friend? You doubtless have insights of your own to offer on the matter.
All right. Though I'm still not sure I understand it all myself.
In the meantime, I will set about making provisions for war.
Generations of Minfilias. If Minfilia has indeed been captured, I dare say we will see another familiar face in on. First things first, pray seek out Morn at the Cabinet of Curiosity. Cabinet of Curiosity, eh? How do I get out of here? Cabinet of Curiosity. Oops, wrong way. Yes, if you're after books pertaining to the Warrior of Darkness, I'm afraid most are out on loan at present. They are experiencing quite a surge in popularity. Oh, you wish to learn about the Oracle of Light, and it would be my pleasure to assist. After I have finished off some few outstanding tasks, that is, I'll attend to them. Perhaps you could fetch me a book, The Illustrated Tale of the Oracle of Light, it's called. Though it's intended for younger readers, it provides an excellent summary of the subject matter, and the artwork is quite lovely besides. I would not hesitate to recommend it to anyone with an interest in learning about Minfilia. But you must see for yourself. The book should be located on the level below. Should I say? For while there is a place for everything, not everything is always in its place, despite my best efforts. In short, if the book is not where it should be, it will almost certainly be somewhere it shouldn't. So, good luck. Alright. Is it here? It's not. Maybe it's down here. No. Maybe it's here. I'm now the warrior of the Dewey Decimal System. Okay. Okay. Just as your eyes begin to blur, they finally come to rest on a copy of the illustrated tale, The Oracle of Light. Okay. Saturn the librarian. Found it. Story time? Happy to say I've finished all my pressing tasks. If you want to call your friends over, we can begin learning at once. Alright, let's learn. Without further ado, then. Began 100 years ago when the flood of light threatened to swallow Norvrant. Just as all seemed lost, a savior appeared who halted the all-consuming radiance, a maiden with hair of spun gold and eyes of clear sapphire. Naught was known about her save that her name was Minfilia, and for delivering the realm she came to be revealed as the Oracle of Light. After stopping the flood, the mysterious maiden vanished without a trace, but 15 years later her name would unexpectedly reappear in the annals of history. Oh. When Sin Eaters laid ruin to the kingdom of Vobert, a young girl was discovered who was immune to the creature's blighted touch. Once, one with hair of spun gold and eyes of clear sapphire, she was hailed as the Oracle reborn and came to likewise be called Minfilia. Enlisting in the Ulmoran army, this Minfilia fought and vanquished countless Sin Eaters. Oh, she was part of the army. Alas, like so many other soldiers, she eventually met her end in battle. Yet with her dying breath, she whispered unto her grieving comrades, Minfilia will return. And true to her words, some years later, another young girl was discovered who possessed the selfsame eyes, that selfsame hair, and those selfsame powers. She too took the name Minfilia. She too fought Sin Eaters as a soldier of Yulmore, and she too fell in battle. Many more were to follow in her footsteps, and so the cycle continues to this day. And that concludes the tale. By their valor and sacrifice, these women have saved Norvrant on numerous occasions. And were it not for them, we might never have learned of the Light Wardens and their nature. They sound like formidable warriors. Some, perhaps. The truth is rather less simple. Though the Oracle is reborn with certain common traits, she does not inherit the memories or the knowledge of her previous incarnations. Oh, interesting. All of the Minfilias thus far were discovered as ordinary girls, unversed in the ways of war and ignorant of the power they harbored. While some embraced their fate and devoted themselves to training, others did not. But all were made to face the Sin Eaters, and all died to keep our hopes alive. What can you tell us of the current Minfilia? She was found by the Ulmoran army some 10 years ago and taken into their care. Or rather, their custody. She was a prisoner in all but name, for by that time, under Lord Rothry's rule, Ulmor had already abandoned resistance in favor of decadence. Minfilia was an uncomfortable reminder of the war they no longer wished to fight, a potential threat to the peace, and so they kept her under lock and key. For a long while, we heard nothing more of her. We couldn't even be certain she was alive, save that it was in Yulmoran's best interest for her to remain under their control. But then, 3 years ago, the gallant soul stole into the city and rescued her from the clutches, just like a hero from the tales. Thancred. Indeed. Well, I believe we now have a good grasp of Minfilia's tale. Thank you for your time, Morn. Might I trouble you for a word, Solitary, outside? Interesting. Ah! As you will have already surmised, the gallant soul who rescued Minfilia was none other than our own dear Thancred. They have since been wandering the land together, never remaining in one place for long, which is why we have not yet had a chance to meet them. We know that Minfilia journeyed here as Hydaelyn's emissary to halt the Flood of Light. We do? Oh, I know now, I guess. It could only be her that the people of the first witnessed 100 years ago. The original Oracle of Light. But while there is plainly some connection between the woman we knew and her namesakes, the fact that these girls do not share her memories must surely mean they are not the same person. Thancred has to understand that. I have no doubt that he understands. The question is how he feels. Regardless, the Thancred we know would not forsake his charge. If she has been captured, we may be certain he will not stand idly by. There you go again, talking in your roundabout way. If you think we should rescue Minfilia, just spit it out. It just so happens I agree with you. It's quite clear that this Minfilia possesses Hydaelyn's blessing. And it wouldn't hurt to have a second such individual on our side. Right, Solitary? Agreed. Quite. One's generally been enough. That's messed up. One's generally been enough, but fine. Let's say quite. I see you've made up your minds. What? Exarch, what brings you here? A report and a proposal. First, the report. Our scouts have confirmed that the Ulmoran forces at Laxan Lock do indeed have Minfilia in their custody. For the present, they are holding her there, but we can be certain they will move her to Yulmore ere long. Should that happen, we may be forced to give her up at last. Give her up as lost. So if we mean to act, we should do so quickly. Which brings me to my proposal. I ask that you entrust this undertaking to us, the people of the Crystarium. Huh? Alright, what's your plan then?
You're doubtless eager to attempt Monfilia's rescue, and with your combined strength, you may well succeed. But as I said earlier, I do not wish to show our hand unless absolutely necessary. "'Twas not merely the night sky that you restored to us, but hope. Hope for the future of Norvrand. Unlike you, we cannot contend with the Light Wardens, but so long as hope burns in our hearts, we will fight on regardless. This I will prove to you."
Can he actually move his fingers on that hand? Or is it like frozen in place by whatever crystal thing's going on there?
My friends, I thank you for gathering at such short notice. There is something I would ask you all. As many of you are aware, I received an emissary from Yulmore a short while ago in the form of General Ranjit. To my dismay, the General condemned the slaying of the Light Warden, and warned me in no uncertain terms that, should the Crystarium cast its lot with the Warrior of Darkness, there would be war. Let none be mistaken. We would be hard-pressed indeed to resist the might of Yulmore. Some would even call it suicide. And yet my heart cries out to fight. Better that than relinquish the hope that swelled in my breast when I beheld the night sky for the first time in 100 years. Or so says my heart. My mind, meanwhile, reminds me that to follow my heart would be to risk everything we have accomplished thus far. Clearly, this is not a decision to be made lightly, nor less alone. And so I put the question to you all. What should we do?
My lord, you already know our minds. It brought tears to our eyes to witness the knight's return. The whole of Norvrand deserves the same, and not just because some children's story tells us so.
Yulmore's influence is far-reaching. Should war break out, trade would be subject to restrictions. The flow of goods will dry up, and we will struggle to make do with what little trickles through. But make do, we will.
Aye, we can weather such hardships. Is that not the very thing the Crystarium was built for? We have always taken pride in our ability to sustain ourselves. Not just to endure, but to thrive.
When all falls down around you, rise up. Those were your words. There may come a day when all hope seems lost, but even should the rest of the world give in to despair, we shall not. We shall fight on, that our children and our children's children might know a better tomorrow.
Rousing words apart, I never much cared for those Yulmoran bastards anyway. No better than common swindlers, most of them. Wouldn't know a fair deal if it came up and kissed them on the arse.
Trust you to spoil the moment.
It appears we have a consensus. Let it be known that the Yulmoran host at Laxon Loft has taken the Oracle of Light captive. They fear the power she holds over the Sin Eaters, and doubtless intend to imprison her once more. So, I move that we rescue the Oracle, grant her a place among us, and let that be our answer to Yulmor's ultimatum.
Hear, hear!
Hear, hear!
Here, here.
In planning a strategy for the rescue, I open the floor to you all.
Everyone's like, I don't know how I'm actually gonna do it.
And there you have it. If Yulmor wishes to denounce us as villains, then we shall embrace our villainy. Will you do so as well?
We will not be outdone. Consider us your partners in crime.
My lord, our proposal is as follows. We begin by deploying Amaro to occupy the skies over Lakeland. They should serve to delay the airship's departure.
Well, they came up with a plan that fast? Okay.
At the same time, we scatter dream powder from the air.
Dream
Not
powder.
all will succumb to its effects, but it should thin the enemy's numbers, affording us an opening to swoop in and liberate the Oracle.
Very good. See to your preparations.
And what exciting crimes would you have us commit? Speaking for my fellow villains, I'd say we're capable of most things, though we draw the line at indolence.
If excitement is your desire, then I bid you join the guard. Captain Lena will give you your orders.
Alright. Quest accepted. What? Oh, that's somebody's mini. I was like, what is that thing? Okay. So, you will be joining the guard, but however highly the Exarch thinks of you, you will receive no special treatment from me. Is that clear? Where's your salute, soldier? Better. More spirited than the Exarch's feeble attempts, certainly. Now, first things first, you will need uniforms. Go to the Crystalline Mean and report to Katniss. She will see you measured and fitted. Alright. Wait, where am I going? Oh, the music. Yeah. What is this thing? Buzz, buzz. Oh. And there's the last of them. Your friends are being measured as we speak. Right, this way. We'll see to it you look your dashing best for your first outing. What are we gonna look like? What? Done, are you? Oh, we didn't. They were just measuring this. Okay. I thought we were changing as well. I see. How goes it? Sorry, Captain. I'm afraid we don't have anything on hand that's a ready fit. But we do have a few that are fairly close. We should be able to make them work with some minor adjustments. Very well then, see to it, and have the uniforms delivered directly to the field. I shall take this opportunity to brief you on the mission. As mentioned earlier, we will deploy Amaro to scatter dream powder from the air. Once the powder takes effect, an elite unit will storm the fortress to rescue the Oracle. Her safe liberation is our sole objective. Engagement is to be avoided wherever possible. I assume we're to be part of said unit. Correct. The unit will be divided into two contingents, one deploying from Fort Job and the other from the Ostal Imperative. You and Alphino will join the former. Solitaire, meanwhile, will join the latter with me. Oh, you want some alone time with me, huh? Okay. Hey, Jen. Before you proceed to your positions, you are to report to Chesimile at Spagirix? She will issue you with a serum to ward off the effects of the dream powder. We shall be on our way then. Take care, my friend, and we will see you in the field. It's quite far to the Imperative, so you may make use of an Amaro from the Rookery. After you've collected the serum, of course. Right, let's get some serum. Where's this person at? Going to the Docile Gate is going to be the best way to get there. One dream powder serum, please. Yes, sweetie, is there something you need? Oh, one of the guard come for your drum, are you? Here you go, a dose of this will keep you firmly in the waking world while your enemies are off in dreamland. Now, if this is your first time, I should warn you, it's bitter as sin. Prince's Kiss, they call it. Prince's Kiss. But if you ask me, it should be Rome's Kiss. Just aside, this stuff really is foul. Most people gag like there's no tomorrow, but if you don't drain it every last drop, you're liable to end up taking a trip to Dreamland yourself. So I must ask you to drink it here and now while I watch. Come on. Alright. Cannot execute it this time? Oh. Well done. I'm not doing well. Well done, sweetie. I'm proud of you. Why, if I didn't know any better, I'd even say you enjoyed it. And now you needn't fear falling asleep on the battlefield. Just have care you don't lose any limbs out there, alright? You don't tend to grow back. And I'm loving all the variations on this theme. Well, hey, there's people here dancing. They're perfectly in sync, too. Huh. Okay, where am I, Tomorrow, as much as I would like to oblige, all our mounts are reserved for the coming operation. I fear you'll have to go by foot. What? But wait, there might be another way, assuming you're willing to lend a hand. I knew it wouldn't be so easy. If I stand in there drinking water, will that change your mind? I was about to deliver tomorrow to Rediscus Round, one of the locations once the beasts will fly for the operation. The tower lies along the route to the Imperative. If near enough is good enough for you, you may make the delivery in my stead. Very good. I shall ready the Amaro for departure at once. Okay. Alright, where am I? Okay, so that's the fort. This is the Imperative. This isn't very near. This is very far away from the Imperative. This is not near. Oh, okay. You can take the road or you can fly. It's up to you. Upon arriving, make yourself known to the sentry and she will give you further instructions. If you should become separated from the Amaro, worry not. The beasts are trained to return to the rookery. That is all. Go well. Hey! Oh, I can actually fly. Yay. Okay, so that's where we're headed. Where am I? Ah, the nighttime sky. There's like a moon in the sky, but it's not reflecting much light, which is interesting. Oh, this music is pretty. Pneumonia. We got some taco flavor ramen at the store the other day. It's spicy. Taco flavor ramen? Is it good? Wait, what? Because I got off before I walked to this, I have to go back. Oh, that's cruel. That sucks. I knew I shouldn't have got that ether current. Okay, so I have to go back to the thing. How do I get back there? So I think I have to go back to the Crystarium and start over here, I think. That's I was wondering why they told me, like, if you get off at the thing. Alright, let's try this again. Wait, he's not here now, though. So how do I get back to that? How do I get back to here? Okay, so I just have to... There's like an exit out this direction. Somehow. Da, 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 da. So, ouch. Ouch. Alright, this time... No, I didn't. Actually did not see it safely there. My bad. I got distracted by an ether current. Oh, you're delivering the Amaro to us. I'm afraid there's been a change of plans. We already have all the beasts required here. Instead, this one is to go to the Imperative to the west. Please see it to that handler on duty. Selly Banthu. If you encounter trouble along the path, return here and I'll set you rightwise. So, do I ride this one or do I talk to him to get a new one? Okay. Well, the last tomorrow, my thanks, friend. You may leave the beast with me. Yay. Say, I don't believe I know you. Did you join the guard recently? Very recently. Ah, so that's the way of it. Well, you managed to arrive, and that's all that matters in the end. I bid you welcome to the Ostal Imperative, one of our key strongholds in Lakeland. The first thing you'll want to do is report to the captain. You'll find her at the lookout across the way. Can I tune to this etherite? Skywatcher. A wise woman once said that she who does not pay heed to the skies will most surely get wet. Sound advice, if you ask me. Would you like to hear what the skies tell us this fine day? Weather forecast. Everlasting light. Fair skies. Huh. What you looking at, Lena? So it seems that rather than the Amaro delivering you, you delivered the Amaro. Well, no, thank you. I expect all my soldiers to make themselves useful. Speaking of which, I have a task for you. Bow. What is this task you have for me? Oh, alright. The Oracle of Light. With the operation fast approaching, Lena means to put you to work. In readiness for the operation, the Amaro will need to be treated with the same serum as us. As you well know, however, it is not pleasant. In order to coax them into taking it, we have sprinkled it on their fodder. All that remains is to feed it to them, a task I am sure you will enjoy. Fetch the fodder from the Amaro launch, and see to four of the beasts. Dismissed. What does this new ability do that I've got? Reduces auto attack delay by 50%? That seems pretty nice. Let's, swap it with limit break. Oh, there's another current here. I feel like they're putting the currents, like, in more obvious places during this expansion. Like they're kind of more along the way. Okay. Alright, let's get the food. And let's feed. There you go. Alright, easy. That one was easy. Are they all gonna eat it so easily? Oh, it must be up there. Indolent one. Wait, Gui? Okay. Ow. Nice. One more. All right. We fed all of them. The Amaru are fed. Indeed. Good. The rest have already been dosed. So we need not fear any of our mounts succumbing to the dream powder. All units have now entered the final stages of their preparations. The time is nigh. Make ready and await deployment atop the main watchtower. I will send your uniform along as soon as it arrives. That is all. May night smile upon us. Who's this guy? If you're new to Lakeland, I suggest you watch your back. There's a group of elven ruffians around here that call themselves Nightshade, and they're not above harrying merchants, guardsmen, and law-abiding folk like yourself. Seems they hold a grudge from over 100 years ago, when their ancestors ruled the land. They claim that Lakeland's still rightfully theirs, but as far as I'm concerned, they're no better than common bandits. Mend my arms, please. Just look around this place a little bit. I hear you'll be joining us for the operation. We thank you. We need every good soldier we can get. You go in these buildings? No. No, you can't. Anybody else around here to talk to? Can I go inside this? Maybe only as this part of this quest. What's up here? Ah. You must be the curious sort to come all the way up here just to talk to me. As for what I do here, not anything all that interesting. Carrying supplies up, sending messages down below. Stuff no one else wants to do. We're gonna have a nice view up here. Oh, this is where the scout is. I didn't even realize I was accidentally going to where I was supposed to go. Interesting. Look at this telescope. I have to admit this telescope isn't much use after the sun goes down. Maybe I could try fitting a lamp under the lens. Do you think that would help? After the sun goes down, it's not much help. Hmm? Whoa. You're way up here. Okay. Well, I feel like if we talk to the scout, we're about to dive into the next huge quest and possibly like dungeon type area or something. So I think I'm going to save that for next time, which will probably be in the next day or two here. But yeah, thank you for stopping in for this episode, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed, and we'll see if we can rescue Minfilia next time, or a descendant of Minfilia or something. Yeah, thank you, everybody. Take care. Talk to y'all soon.